Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of your show. That's right, the Kickout Crew. We want to thank everybody for watching last week's episode. Follow us on Premiere on YouTube, Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram. You know where to find us. As you can see, things are a little different this week. We have no James, we have no Adam. They are both at the Royal Rumble. We have Brian on the screen, and we have the big man, Mr. Thomas, MLW Zone, the BOMAYE Fight Club's heavy,
Oh,
Mr. Thomas.
adding some darkness to the squad today, to the panel, if you will. And who's coming down here this weekend? Tell whoever is down here to come find me on Saturday. I will be at the Rumble. I will not be in the Rumble. Don't start these weird internet rumors, but I do have box seats, thanks to Little Nate's Charles Robinson, my favorite hookup.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, Tom, they'll look you up for sure. So I wanted to ask you, first off, Mr. Thomas, things have changed.
I'll say this right now. Anyone that knows the Tropicana field, I'm going to do a meet and greet, not a meet and greet, an unofficial meetup for everyone that's there in the concourse. It's what's the donut stand down there? There's like a donut stand at the bottom. There's only one. Meet me there during the Women's Royal Rumble. That's where I'll be. I will not be watching the Women's Royal Rumble. So what's it called? It's called Daddy's Donuts. What a proper place to meet. So that's where I'll be at entry number 3 for the Women's Rumble, if anybody wants to come find me. Did someone just log on super late?
Yeah, there he is.
Disrespectful bullshit Bush League ass setup we got going here. The disrespect.
Sir,
this close to Black History Month, this is how you treat
as a Mexican American, I am so offended you would refer, because I thought we were joined. We're trying to fight the same cause, and yet you call me out like that.
I was rudely interrupted. I was cutting a promo on a donut shop, trying to set up an unofficial meet and greet for the pod. But what's up? Why are you late? What happened? You couldn't log into the link either? I had that same problem.
It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow, and we had to have a PlayStation 5 link in. Okay?
Fair enough.
So your daughter's birthday is tomorrow, so we had to make sure we're late today?
Today. I wasn't going to say anything because it involved children, all right? I
didn't know if I could be here either. The Rumble's this weekend, so...
Brad, do you want me to throw your bald ass over the top rope or not? Come on.
Been there, done that.
Give him the cat, baby.
Yeah, we done seen that.
Oh.
So, okay, Mr. Thomas, we're going to do a few questions. I got some. Devin's got some. Then I got some from this from the group. So the first thing I want to ask you, though, is a lot has changed since the last time you were on here.
Really? What? Tell me what.
What happened on July 8th?
Oh, a lot has changed.
So July 8th, Alex Hayne became the MLW World Heavyweight Champion. You, of course, are part of the BOMAYE Fight Club with Alex Hayne. So how have things changed since that day?
I was there, man. Paydays are up. We're in the main event every month now. You believe that? T-shirts through the roof. I think we've got a new T-shirt, which means 2 T-shirts, which is more than most people can say. Maybe we'll get a new one for Black History Month, as mentioned, but we'll see. No, business is booming for the BOMAYE Fight Club. I think I had a few matches in there. They let me do stuff. The kid won the belt as predicted. We got screwed out of the tag belts. Because black guys can't be the double champ. It's too much. Loose sponsors. And people are coming and going. The wrestling world has changed. Everything's upside down. But BOMAYE is on top. So what's old is new again.
The last 2 times I've been down there, I noticed you've been hanging out a lot outside of the arena area there. Is that something that
man of the people? Yeah,
and it's people are looking for you. Okay, so I'm like sitting there, just chilling, waiting, and everybody's like, I don't understand, but Mr. Thomas is not out there right now.
That means I'm on first. If I'm not out there, that means I'm on first. That's exactly.
And you definitely were,
because my phone was going crazy. It's like, guys, if you just wait by the curtain and cheer me when the music hits. But no, it was a conscious effort to. At first I wasn't doing much when I was just like. I didn't have to put a match together and talk about, a bunch of shit throughout the day. So it was just kind of a way for me to waste some time. And then when they finally dropped the BOMAYE Fight Club shirt, it was more to just hang out with Sam, our lovely merch guy, who is one of my favorite humans in life. A reason for me to hang out with him and talk about how much money we lose betting on football. And then also to pimp the T-shirts because, your boy gets $1 or $2 after you sell a shirt every once in a while. So There's a little politicking, and if you guys haven't noticed, it works out because I'm over like Rover in Philly, motherfucker.
There's no doubt about it. You are definitely over like Rover and Philly. I think you're more over than Alex Kane.
I'm biased. Listen, it's biased, man. Those people have seen me. I've been in that building for years, and man, grew up right up the street. Love that building. I know these people from years and years and years. And half these people are my family anyway. Not half, but like that one row in the back, you can't miss them. But other than that, no, everything else is all Alex Kane. I'm just riding that BOMAYE bandwagon. He does all the hard work. I do the politicking.
You definitely take some bumps for him though.
Listen, man, it comes at a price. You got head of security. I got to take a clock in every once in a while.
I don't want to hog up all your paycheck. Guys, go ahead, ask some questions. All right.
And listen, they always screw me from behind too. These WTF guys, they never come see me one-on-one. It's three of them when I'm not looking out of the corner of my eye. It's fine though. It's okay.
You're bigger than all three of them though.
That's why it takes two of them.
No, I do have to ask though. I mean, looking at you right now, gosh, I mean, what's your protein intake? I mean, look at us. I mean, across the board, we're all scrawny guys that have pencil necks that are ready to be snapped at the thumb. What's your protein intake look like on a daily basis? Because I'm jealous. I'm not going to lie.
I'll give you a rundown of today. I'll give you God's honest truth what I ate today.
All right.
Today I woke up, first thing, cup of coffee. You got to get rocking and rolling.
Wow.
A little coffee in, get the poop out. Number one, I had
RAP to your fucking anus.
I normally, I'm big on like a traditional breakfast, but for today I was lazy and I just had like chicken and rice for breakfast, like Spanish rice, chicken, a little snazzle dazzle. My stomach's not the best in the morning, so I try not to eat a lot. But when I do, if someone's not here to make me breakfast, so it's not like a pork roll and cheese or an omelet or something along the lines of that. Today I had chicken and rice. Then I went to the gym, and then I went to Miller's Ale House where I had a Zinger Mountain Melt, a Zinger Mountain Melt, extra zingers, mild, blue cheese, no scallions. Don't be skimpy with the blue cheese on the side. So
mild.
Again, that's the stomach. I just mentioned the brother's got a sensitive belly. All right, I can't go two cups of coffee and zingers within 4 hours of each other.
Hey, that makes sense. I asked a fellow bald brother like you and myself. You may know him. 1996 gold Olympic medal champion Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you know his name.
Classify him as bald. I see when I picture Kurt Angle, I think young, like 96, 97 Angle with some hair.
Okay, that makes sense.
Before he went home.
Well, whenever I was in my bald phase, as we are now, conjoined right now at the bald tips. He said cocoa butter.
Who think it looks better? Who do you think it looks better on me or you? Who do you think wears it better? Go ahead, be honest.
You.
Carry on.
All right. He said cocoa butter is what he makes to make the dome shine. I know Brad obviously has ignored that. So I'm asking you, what do you do to make sure that the bald is in good shape?
A little lotion every once in a while. That's all.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Right?
No. You can't say lotion because there's so much lotion. Let's get specific here.
This is how I treat it. The head is just now the extension of the face. So when I use the face cream in the morning and I'm in the shower, it seems to make it all the way back. It just feels right. And if you're into the the self-care and the nighttime routine where you're putting your little retinol on at night, it goes back. A little throw some lotion on and just the whole head, not just the face.
Well, I don't know if you have any daughters, but
no, I have a lot of free time and a lot of money. I don't have children.
Thank God. Wrap it up. I have two kids, 13-year-old tomorrow, 7-year-old. They are like always experimenting on me when it comes to the facial stuff. So like face mask, lotion, all of that. So I'm just saying, if you need any tips, let's hook up on Twitter.
I got a solid routine.
Yeah, I need it. I need to know.
Skin. I don't think we use the same product.
Well, you're brown. I'm light brown. I mean, obviously we're in winter. I'm Mexicano, so I need to know. I got to know your secrets. I got a hot chick here at the gym side of things, so I'm going to tap into what you're doing. I'm going to reach out because whatever you're doing right now, my man, it's working.
Simple routines. I appreciate that.
All righty. So I want to talk about this show coming up, the February 3rd. What is the name of the show, and what can we expect from it?
What are you asking me for? You're the SuperFight? SuperFight? Anyone?
I know exactly what it is, but tell the people. It's for the people, right?
I don't know. I don't have the flyer on me.
All right, listen.
Is it not SuperFight? It is SuperFight. What the shit? It is.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Oh, fighting myself here. Yeah, SuperFight this Friday or Saturday, next Saturday. Oh, next Saturday.
So what is your role going to be there?
I don't know. I'll be in the corner fucking stirring shit, making sure I don't lose this belt. My meal ticket, the usual.
Are you going to be wrestling on the show?
I don't know yet. Maybe probably on the TV taping aspect, but I think I'll be exclusively in Alex Kane's corner for the Fight TV stuff.
And who is he wrestling?
Oh, come on, man. I don't know. Kashima? Bread guy?
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about that. This show has a little bit of a different feel for me. There's a lot of international.
Feels like a reset, right?
Yeah, it's very international. Definitely, a lot of Japanese. There's even some Latino. Is that something you're doing? Something they're doing different? Was that just something special for this show? Or
I mean, listen, there's a lot of people on the internet that make fun of MLW for doing wacky press release, like press release, major league press release or whatever. I see shit. But I think there was a press release last year that said like they're going to be working closely with CMLL and New Japan Pro Wrestling, and if that was 6 months ago, last summer, October, when that was announced, it just usually takes a few months to get the ball rolling and have dates lined up. So I think you're going to see that going into, especially on the East Coast shows. This Philadelphia one coming up is very international. And then we have Suzuki again in February 29th in Queens, New York City. Can't remember the name of that show, but I know that the background is yellow. Imitation Games. Oh man, I'm out of it today. I'm not on my top.
Well, I want to stop in here real quick.
Like, that's gonna sell out.
I want to jump in here real quick because obviously, as a bigger individual, it is a little bit tough for on screens. It's always like, oh, we got to look lean, but yet whenever we're bigger, larger than life, who are some of your role models that you look to say, hey, it's okay to be a little bit bigger? I look at you right now and my man, you're filling out, you're looking buff, you're looking good. So for those that are looking to maybe make that physical change, who are some inspirations for you?
I mean, back in the day, if you didn't love Lex had the best physique ever. Lex Luger was like the body guy, and most underrated physique, Scott Hall. I think big from like his transition from like AWA being like juiced out of his mind, like 315 pounds, like everyone how everyone in Minnesota looked jacked, and for him to like kind of, I guess, I don't know, come off the shit and then maybe have a little more realistic body, his more natural frame, dude was still so like jacked, and it covered up a little bit because he didn't shave the chest no more. Oh, man, dude was so fucking big. I don't think people understand how huge Scott Hall was. Like, he was the big ass dude and like jacked with like not a physique that would win a bodybuilding show, but that dude would fucking rock you.
No, I was gonna say, like, with Scott Hall especially, it's so insidious at just how good he was, because you look, and like you said, whether it was Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, Outsiders, early NWO, and throughout the NWO side, like, man, for all his demons, he freaking rocked it.
Stayed in the gym, and it's crazy because he, when you're known for being next to a guy that's 7 foot to 300 and whatever pounds, no one remembers that you're 6'7", 3 bills on your own.
Right.
So it's just it's like kind of Haku. When I met Haku for the first time in life, thinking that he was like the smallest guy on WrestleMania 6, but remembering that he was next to Andre the Giant for like half of my childhood, and then everyone else in the ring was also 6'6", so he just looked this much smaller, and he made me look like a dwarf. Size deception, man. But modern day body, Alex Hammerstone, dude's fucking jacked.
And
when
now he's
body
part of
shows,
TNA. You miss him?
I do miss him. It's only been one show, but yeah, I miss him. I missed him when he was gone for a few times last year, but that's the guy, man. He's the dude. He's every amount of fucking cool, and it pisses me off.
Man, I love getting booed out of there though. The night that he lost to Alex Kane, like he was getting booed out of there, and they were just. It was like one of those moments.
They were just
like,
ready. It ran its course.
Alex Kane wins or we riot. That's what we were saying.
Well, that's a different story.
Well, Mr. Thomas,
both worlds, a great double turn, a natural double turn.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
Well, Mr. Thomas, I got to ask you right now. Speaking of being booed out of the building, how many times have you missed leg day?
Me, all the time, every other time. Every other time.
No,
every other time. But I don't know, I got old man knees. I don't care. It's an upper body business. No one can beat me in real life. So,
Devin, go ahead. I know you got some technical questions for Mr. Thomas.
Let's get it.
Yeah. So let's get back on the MLW track. We kind of spoke about it a little bit. Alex Kane is going to be taking on the former MLW heavyweight champion Satoshi Kojima at SuperFight. Does he pose as a threat to the BOMAYE Fight Club? Are you worried at all?
Man, it's Kojima. Of course I'm worried. I'm normally not worried, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna sit back on this one. I try not to get too involved, but I get the best seat in the house, so I expect everyone to get the shit beat out of them. Unfortunately, that means me too, because I'll be out there. So I'm looking to fuck shit up as much as I'm expecting to get kicked in my face. But yeah, we live for this shit. It's crazy because one of my good buddies is like, can't wait for this match. And he was just like, dude, when we were in middle school watching wrestling, if you would have told me that you're going to be out there, I'm like, yeah, brother, let's get it. So it's going to be a crazy day. A lot of dreams are coming true for everyone that day. And I hope it's also a segue for Alex Kane to make it to Japan. So I think.
Yeah, but I don't want that spitting Sammy Callahan out there again. He's gross.
Yeah, I don't like him. He's disgusting as a person and a wrestler. So any greasy fat guy with weapons and wrestling, stay away from me, please. I don't want to get hepatitis.
So speaking of Japan kind of leads into another one of my questions. Could the BOMAYE Fight Club expand into other promotions like we've seen with the NWO 20 years ago and like we see with the Bullet Club 5 years ago? Or right now?
I don't know what Boujii and those guys do in New York and the Northeast. You won't see me unless it's a payday, brother. So if it ain't fucking Japan or Mexico or somewhere that has TV, I ain't leaving the house. You will not see me at your local fucking shindy. I ain't got time for that. I cost way too much to leave the house. I will not be there. Don't mention my name. Don't put me on the flyer. Don't tag me in your shit.
Well, I think it's fair. Okay. I mean, I feel like
I will say, with the exception of this, I may pop up at Wale Mania for the culture, but outside
for the culture. Okay. Well, in that vein, in the culture, what's your socials? I know we're way far away from ending this, but I always feel like, hey, if we're at least halfway through, you got to plug your socials. What's your
Mocha Traps? I only have one handle. It's Mocha Traps. It's Mocha Traps on Instagram. It's Mocha Traps on Twitter. Anywhere other than that, you don't need to follow me. That's it. So Mocha, like my skin color, Traps like these things sticking out of my little shoulder.
My man.
Come find me. Tag me in some good memes that you think I think would be funny. And dog stuff. Where I draw the line.
Okay, well, what's your fallback policy?
Comes with time. It has to be earned. It doesn't get right away. It has to be earned. I'll circle back. I got to see what content you post and how much you're fucking spamming my shit. Like, we'll see. We'll see. And then if I follow you and then a bunch of nerds follow me, then I'm going to be pissed and I got to unfollow you. I'm just kidding. We'll figure it out.
This next question comes to us from Miss Amy Vaughn, and she has a bunch for you, but we're just going to start here. And I think you might have answered this last time, but we'll do it again. I want to know, when did you know you wanted to pursue professional wrestling? Who was your favorite wrestler? And did you watch ECW or attend the matches?
Everything, yes. I knew immediately. Like, there was no other thing that I could do in the world. The second was like play baseball, but let's be fucking for real. So it just kind of stuck. And then when I found out I was tall, it was game over for y'all. So yeah, very early on, and I think Mr. Perfect's my all-time favorite. I'm very biased to that. Purely, I didn't realize how good he was till later on down the road, but from a character aspect, I loved it. I loved it. An arrogant prick, and I knew he could wrestle. There's no number two when it comes to that. And then what was the last one?
I think you answered it. You basically said where yeah, the ECW arena. You said you
Oh
spent
yeah. Watched a lot of ECW. A lot of that. What was it? Fucking the syndicated show at like 1 a.m. on Tuesdays, where like all the wrestling came on, whatever. TV 48. So a lot of ECW. I was down there a few times, not as much as I wanted because like I don't know, I was young and my mother was not driving me to South Philly to let me watch wrestling at that time. So, and then about the time I got my own license, that shit was gone. So,
Do you prefer the faction life?
yeah, I do like the faction life. It takes a lot of pressure off my fucking knees, man. I love it. I've been nothing but factions, it seems like. I'm not a solo act. I'd write myself off in a day.
So Amy also wanted to know, when did you have your growth spurt, or were you always tall?
I was always tall, but I didn't stop growing until like my senior year in high school. Like where other people were just like, hey, if you're 6 foot in like ninth grade, you're kind of done. Like I was still getting like growing pains as like an 18, 19-year-old human. Not that I was still in high school at 19. Don't take my words and twist them around, dickheads.
Well, I'll ask this as a minority. You mentioned some of those. I mean, we're talking about Jay Lethal, a couple others.
Yeah, because
When it comes to our dark-skinned brothers.
Wait, hold on. What's the top 5 black wrestlers? Right off the top of your head, without Googling. Go.
Okay, let's go with Shelton
The Rock?
Benjamin. No, Shelton Benjamin. Let's go with Farouk. Let's go with The Rock. Let's go with, hold on, I'm coming up with number 4. Ahmed Johnson. Number 5. Hold on. Ice Train number 5, motherfucker.
Oh, because he died yesterday.
No, listen. No, as a 10-year-old who was very overweight, he was inspiration for me. Because I felt
was the shit.
Yeah, Fire and Ice
tag team ever.
I felt as an overweight Mexican, like that was someone that was dark skinned.
You didn't like El
That
Dandy?
was someone that I could relate with.
All right. So what was your original question now? So you named one
sure
black
it
wrestler
doesn't
and you
matter.
drew a blank.
We talk about minorities because sometimes there is minority representation. I think we're coming into it now. Jinder Mahal, you talk about The Rock, Roman Reigns. Who was yours growing up? Who was someone that you looked at as like
Savage?
Okay, that's fair.
They were blacker than I have ever been in the history of my life, but they just lived on the beach down here. But
right.
all jokes aside, like fast forward past that, it was like obviously Ron Simmons, obviously Harlem Heat, and then we got into like a good boom period of like, I think everyone thought Ahmed was cool because he looked like fucking
right
G.I. Joe, and I don't care. Like he could have been white. Like we liked Ryback too. Like Ahmed Johnson could have been white, but it was cooler that he was black and he had that fucking crazy half retarded Uncle Jimmy ass fucking voice from the hood. And it was like, yeah, he kind of fucking means it. Because he's just like, and just because he just wants to fucking rip your head off. But yeah, once The Rock came, it was over for everybody. That was our calling.
I didn't even know The Rock was black. I thought he was Italian.
I took it. I knew exactly what he was when I saw him. Well, they literally told you that he was Rocky Johnson's son.
Yeah, I didn't put it together.
So much like myself, at least I knew he was half.
I got a question.
I talked to Jinder one of my few times working as an extra with WWE, and like I've known him for a while, but just like, hey man, it's fucking cool that we have someone that looks like us, even though he's a different type of brown. But he was one of those people that said like that was one of the biggest responses he got, is just like surprised about how many like black people and brown people are like, hey man, it's fucking cool that you look like us and that you're the world champion. So that shit does matter. I like to pretend that we live in a world where it doesn't, but I'd be lying. Like this Alex Kane shit. Like I'm personally not one of those people that's like, oh, for the culture, this, that, and the next, but like he lives that shit. And like he has like I have a job because of him. Like J Boujii has a job because of him. Like everyone that rolls, like we wouldn't be there if we weren't in this, if that makes sense. Which not many people can say they got fucking 3 other black dudes a job just because they were doing good at their job. So he's helping.
I got a question. Do you think Alex Kane got his look from Mr. Perfect with the towel and the singlet?
No, he was an amateur. I mean, he was an amateur and he was also trying to hide his body at first, but no. Does he have a towel? Does he bring a towel?
I love that you don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so. No, he doesn't. We don't have a towel. Wait, he might. I don't know. We have jackets. I don't know. There was at first they really were hard. They wanted me to bring a like a duffel bag, like a gym bag, and a towel was like one of the things that the office wanted me to bring to the ring. I hated it, and I if you watch the early footage back, like occasionally I would pull something out of the bag, but it was a fucking hassle to make it look like there was actually stuff in there. And it would be like my legitimate sneakers and like a fucking towel in there. And then I'd lose the bag. I'd lose the bag because I'd fucking get hit and it'd fly up in the air under the ring. It's in the fucking crowd. And I'd have to come back 2 matches later trying to find it. I got rid of that shit. No props, less props.
Devin, ask him about that. Ask him what you were going to ask about that very famous African American.
OJ?
No, okay. So a lot of the times that we've heard Alex Kane talking about the like money behind the BOMAYE Fight Club.
Sure.
Be it Don King,
Don King,
one of the most
guy.
legendary boxing promoters of all time. Can you
uncle.
talk about him?
Uncle Don is what I like to call him. Listen, man, I don't know if you know, but I'm a salesman at heart. I grew up a salesman, and the difference between a salesman and a con man is it's a very thin line. And let me just say, as a salesman, I love me some Don King because that motherfucker, he'll rip you off. I think he'd fucking steal money from his grandmother, bro. That dude, like, where's the true life? Like all those stories, he robbed all those boxers, man. And he's living large. Don't let anybody fool you. But I fuck with Don King, man. He's a hard dude to track down. We've been working on this for a while. He's just very old. I'm trying to be respectful of my right now. He's in his older stages in life and he doesn't leave the house much. He doesn't do very many things. So for him to take the time out to film a few videos for us and chant BOMAYE, and at one point, I think I mentioned before, like when that New York Times article came out, there's like a picture of me right next to Don King, and like it just life doesn't make sense. But we're very grateful that he could be a part of this. So we can all look to him from a Don King promo. This dude would put a motherfucker over and bury someone at the same time. It's magical. It's crazy. Effortlessly, too.
Were you able to talk to him about the origin of the BOMAYE Fight Club and the name and everything? With Ali versus
I didn't get
Foreman?
very much one-on-one time with Don King, but I have a list of questions that do not involve Muhammad. I'm more of a, I need to know about Tyson. Like, I need to know about what are the real pay-per-view buys here, brother? Like, how are you guys manipulating the system back in 93?
My man.
Crazy.
Oh, that's great.
So, Bryant, you're going to get that match going here, but I'm going to ask one more question while you do that, okay? All right, this comes from Ben Jones from Australia. He wants to know the biggest lie you've ever told, Mr.
I
Thomas.
saw this ever, like in my life, or like
Ever.
Biggest lie. I mean, any thoughts back there? Biggest I'm not much of a I'm honest Thomas, man. I'm not much of a scammer like that. I don't know.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah,
Honest Thomas. Okay. Is that your baby
I'm not,
face?
I don't even have like a good like thing to that, but like I don't know. I have no idea. That's not how I live my life.
Tough question, I thought.
It's convincing myself that one's real. That's probably the biggest lie.
I think the
fair.
biggest lie you told is that you don't remember your biggest lie.
I think so too. I don't know. Fuck.
You ready there, Bryant?
I read that one. I wasn't even prepped for it either. What's this match? I don't like surprises.
Oh no, this is a home movie special.
It's a snuff film?
Well,
VHS.
VHS, yes.
Really? I love this.
that's not. It's not at all.
So we've got
Oh, is this fan cam?
it's a fan cam of you and J Boujii.
J Boujii.
There is a real version of this on
Jesus.
the internet.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
we
can't
didn't
go.
want to. We don't want copyright.
This
people
is
finding
from
us.
We
the
can get it
camera
signed.
of J Boujii's family, I believe.
I
And I
believe
was-
that because she records everything.
Yeah, and I saw this, and like, there's nothing of your entrance. So
Oh, did I come out? Oh, yeah. That means they edited it to leave my shit out.
Jesus.
Of course, of
Oh,
course.
I will say this: a little commentary. At this very moment, Jay Boujii's wife was super fucking pregnant. Like,
yeah,
they had this
Mm.
baby like 2 weeks later, and I remember just thinking, like, let me not fucking kill this man if he's gonna go back to New York City with this baby.
So here's my question: when you look at this setup right now, and we've all been in a very close ballroom setting.
Sure.
I mean, whenever you're looking around, is there any sort of thought like, oh God, I gotta make adjustments off the ropes. I've got to make adjustments on my move set, given the way that the crowd is set up. Anything like that?
Nah. It's good to test the ropes every once in a while. I think I usually do
Okay.
test the ropes. I like to hit them hard. We usually have the same ring and we've never had any issues, but like I've been on some Evolve shows where the bottom 2 ropes broke on night 1.
Oh no.
And then like, day 2, without even checking the ropes, I hit the ropes at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You just don't think about it. It's one of the things you just don't think about, but like you pray for no malfunctions.
Right.
who's part of the BOMAYE Fight Club with you?
That's O'Shea Edwards at this
Oh,
time.
yeah.
He's a big dog. What do we got here?
Big
A little
dude.
up and over. Tried to
Little
sunset
lag.
me. This happens we don't have a lot of time here. This happens very quick. I don't like getting
Yeah.
hit in the face.
You do some selling for him, though.
I got to put the kid over, man.
Yeah, there you go. You're out of the ring.
He's my guy, man. He's my guy. I had to make him look good.
So he's part of it now too, right?
Yeah, he comes and goes. I mean, listen, I'm a full-time player. These other guys, I don't want to say part-timers, but they're just
Right.
not, it doesn't have to be every show. Saved that man's life because he was coming at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, right there, he took a heck of a spill right into the guardrail with his head. Was
I
he?
caught him like
all
a
right?
pizza, and it fucking fucked my wrist up for a while. Not me bumping on the floor out here.
I can't really tell. Is that cement or is it carpet?
The pad was there for the little Rana, but it goes that little black pad and it goes right to the cement. But that was more of a roll than a bump.
Everybody always talks about how this arena has improved so much, but this part not so much, right? It's the outside that you stand at all the time is a lot better, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the mats are on us. So I think actually this time we had like shitty mats for some stupid reason. We did get the mat situation under control because you have to have mats down there, but the mats are just provided by whoever, either us, our TV production, or whoever we get the ring from. But I think on this one time it was an issue, but it has since been eradicated.
Oh, okay.
Good eye though, but I wouldn't care. I'd rather there be mats because if people are diving out there, it lowers the risk. But some of these people like diving on the floor. That's just crazy.
You're so much taller than almost everybody in MLW, and it shows right here.
I'm a big boy.
Right.
This is a spot that I very much think I like. Not this one. Yeah, here we go. I'll tell you guys where I stole this from. Right here. Luke Harper, baby.
Yeah.
Really?
Harper, baby. There was like a him versus Neville King of the Ring Monday Night Raw match that I highly recommend everyone watching this goes watch on YouTube right now. It is the best big guy, little guy match in the history of big versus little guys.
You're kind of the same build that Luke Harper was. Brody Lee.
I gotta let J Boujii know who the man is. The only thing I don't like is this is a shitty pin. I really don't like this pinfall. That's the only thing I regret in this match, but we like J Boujii.
I was super excited when you welcomed into the BOMAYE Fight Club afterwards, though.
Yeah, it only made sense. We need someone to take the pins because your brother's tired of losing.
I talked to him after. He's a good dude.
So you have the
win-loss record,
lights,
brother. I'm sorry.
So you have the lights obviously around the ring like this right now. even we're watching this live on the stream. I mean, how much does that interfere with your calling of the match, performing in the match? I mean, is something like that with the stigmatism interfering, or it's just like,
You don't
hey,
even
look,
notice it. You don't notice one thing when you're out there, I promise.
okay,
The lights just make me look more fucking jacked, so I'm about it.
gotcha.
Love to see it. There's the only thing worse than wrestling under the lights is wrestling in a building that's dingy and dark as shit. But I've been lucky enough to only perform in a TV setting in the past, 2 years. So I'm outside of that.
What's your
Spot
favorite
my
food
life.
from the concession stand?
Oh, fucking
There
hot
it
dog.
is.
It's the only thing that I have. The only thing that they have that I trust there. I love hot dogs though, so I'm sorry.
Yeah. They're
I
pretty
don't know what else they have, but I mean, well, just hot dogs. I usually wait to go get a cheesesteak afterwards.
Yeah. Where's your favorite cheesesteak spot?
I love Angelo's. I think Angelo's is number one. If you need a good number two, there's a place on Second Market called Oh Brother. I like them specifically because they're open until 3 a.m. on like Thursday and Friday, which is when I need to fucking eat food. Ugh.
Fucking starving right now.
Yeah. You can order a little Levittown pizza for delivery.
Oh yeah, Levittown's own Mr. Thomas.
Oh,
I wasn't going to bring it up this time, man.
All-Star Pizza is where my sister's boyfriend works, I think, or owns or something.
Shout out
Pizza
All-Star
or
Pizza.
Star.
Shout out Pizza Star. What's the one at 5 Points?
Yeah, Pizza Star.
Pizza Star. Shout out to Pizza Star. Ask for
My
Tony.
daughter loves Pizza Star.
Pizza Star. It'd be nice if I knew the name of the fucking place.
That's all right. I knew what you
Pizza
meant.
Star at 5 Points. The Levittown favorite for.
I'm getting a bunch of Bailey's
people
wings for the Rumble too. You know Bailey's.
Nice. I do know Bailey's. I know bartender works at Bailey's. What are our Royal Rumble predictions, squad? Did you guys spill the beans yet?
man, you know what? After today's revelations, it's
What's today's
for me.
Wait, what happened today? Did I miss?
Come on, nah,
Not a lot.
no, not it.
No,
the Vince McMahon
I
stuff?
still think Cody's
We're
going to
gonna
go
say
over.
it now, guys.
The Vince McMahon stuff or no?
Yeah, that's what he meant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
well,
Is that not a lot of us condone it because it is. But that being said,
was there
I
any
think
other?
I think the landscape changes this weekend.
No, the landscape changed on Tuesday when The Rock said he has a contract and he's on the board of directors.
Okay.
If that doesn't tell you who's winning on Saturday, I don't know what does.
So you're
That's
saying the Rock's winning?
I'm saying The Rock wins the Royal Rumble.
I'm going with a Cody repeat, and I'm going with Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I forgot the girls exist. Yeah, that makes sense. That would be the perfect spot for her.
I don't know who else would win it.
I think Becky
Her
does.
Jade's been looking good in training.
She
Right up
doesn't.
the street
Oh.
here.
Training, no training. She looks good either way.
She looks like a fucking superstar. She is
She
the
is
definition
so
of an action
fine.
figure. The
They
Rock,
won.
heard it here first. The Rock goes the distance. Not the distance, but comes out and fucking.
Number 30.
Yeah, I want Walter to win. That's just me. Call me a fucking spoiler.
I actually
Mike
hope,
doesn't
I hope he
like
does
Walter.
win.
I do like the idea of him and Seth at WrestleMania. I didn't even think of that, but that makes perfect sense. So now, if he doesn't have to win the Rumble. We know he went the distance last year, but he'll have a strong showing. He'll put The Rock over. I think it has to be The Rock or Cody. I don't know how we get there, but we have to get there.
I don't
I'll be
agree.
there.
I just
I'll
don't
be there in person, screaming for The Rock like I'm 9 years old.
All right. The Rock and the championship doesn't make sense to me, but
Right? He doesn't need the champion. It's about
Right.
being the head of the table. It's about being the head.
well, that's what I mean. But if you win the Rumble, you're wrestling for the championship.
Well, how do we get there? Then I'm not a story. I'm not.
I-
How about,
I
how
got
about,
it.
how about
Yeah.
Roman
I
loses?
got it.
Loses
I got
to
it.
who?
Yes.
Loses to
No, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. He loses to
Well, we
LA
have
Knight.
the real Rock now. We don't need the White Rock no more.
No.
White
Look.
Rock Stone
We
Cold.
don't have. We don't need the wish list Rock now. We have the Rock. I bet you there's no one's stock's going to go down lower. Everyone thinks Cody's in trouble because the Rock's back. Wait till LA Knight is on main event next month because people figured out that he stole a shtick from the black guy.
Well, I don't think anybody's fooled.
at least he admits it though.
Yeah, he admits it.
All right.
I think John Cena called him out on that on one SmackDown episode too.
Did anybody catch the Logan Paul John Cena podcast or any clips today?
I did not.
Ooh, no.
Get on. I saw a few clips today. John does well. He's so well spoken and he's a fucking robot, but it's a good catch. I don't usually pimp other people's shit, but I saw a few clips of it and I think everyone should watch it. Everyone should pay attention to John Cena as a human.
Right. I mean, shit, if we haven't been paying attention to him for what, 18 years now?
Yeah, but
it's
even
too
post
late.
wrestling, we need to support wrestlers outside of wrestling so we can all stream. I mean the shit. We all shit on everybody for fucking doing outside stuff, but that's where there's real money. There's no fucking money in wrestling.
It's really hard to keep track of him because you can't see him.
He is. You can see him now with that new fucking hair he's got.
Yeah, that hair's awful.
Looking like JBL.
You either have it or you don't. No in between.
All right. What else? Do we have anything else on the lineup here?
Yeah, I want to ask you one more thing. When you go to the gym and you smell weed there, does it piss you off?
No. I mean, shitty weed always pisses me off. Like, and I'm a pen guy. I'm very sensitive to smell. So I have like one expensive candle in this weed pen. Like anything outside of that, like something stinks. But no, if it's decent smelling weed that just passes by, I'm okay with it. Like however you get in the zone to go to the gym, that's on you. Pre-workout, pre-weed, whatever, it's you. But I try not to get mad about it. It's shit. I will get mad about shitty weed anywhere in the world, and I will call people out on it. Like
I just think it's weird at the gym, man.
Broke Bobby. I don't know. So I've heard both sides of it. Like I've hit the pen a few times and went to the gym. Like I don't think it's for me, but there's people I know who exclusively like get high, go to the gym. It's like they zone out or zone in. I don't know how to describe it.
That was my rant for the week. I go there and I was getting it. I was getting
What
hungry.
gym without exposing the one at the top of the hill there where the old LA Fit, where the old Walmart was?
I am going with so I go to the one where the new Walmart is. Workout anytime.
Jesus.
Oh, okay. Workout. Okay. No, listen. No. Imagine the closer to Tellytown you get, the more it smells like shitty weed in the gym. So
they don't stop for you when you cross the road there, even though it's a walk. No, they don't care. There's a different kind of people there.
I don't go to that type of gym. So
yeah, well,
you smell weed at the gym? What kind
smell
of
weed at the gym?
No one
across the road. No one cares.
This all makes perfect sense. But no, to each their own. I'm pro marijuana, so just don't bring me into it.
I am not. I don't make enough money to go to that one where the old Walmart is.
I don't know.
That's that urge, man. That's in the hundreds.
Oh no, yeah, we got a Lifetime opening up here up the street. I can't wait. In the heart of bougie ass Tampa. I'm expecting them to hit you for like $250 a month.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
The social setting.
Anybody else have anything for Mr. Thomas before we let him go?
Thank you for joining us today.
Boom.
No, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Actually, you know what? What's your socials?
I told you already. It's Mocha Traps. Follow me, like me, all that bullshit. Don't bother me. I probably won't respond, but I'll plug some stuff. Watch MLW, MLW.com. We're in Philadelphia February 3rd for SuperFight, which I believe you can watch live on Fight TV. That is MLW2300.com for tickets. We're in New York City, Queens again, February 29th for Intimidation Games. Again, MLW.com for tickets. We're in Tampa, not Tampa, but St. Pete, our sister city, right where the home of the Royal Rumble is this Saturday, not at the Tropicana Field, but a few blocks over. You can see MLW on the 29th of March. That is right before WrestleMania. And then we are in Chicago in the month of May. I want to say the 11th, but I can't think of it right now. But if you go to MLW.com, there's a whole schedule and the link to buy your tickets. Buy my shirt, MLWshop.com, BOMAYE Fight Club, BOMAYE is for the people. Support that shit. Be a decent person. I don't know. Don't fucking let your text messages get out of the dirty talk you talk to your girlfriend 10 years later. Be mindful. Everything lives on the internet forever. That's all.
So, Mr. Thomas, I'm going to let you go. I just want to let you know, I'm going to say thank you for coming on. We really appreciate you. I will be down there on February 3rd. My son asked for his birthday to come down there. And I'm bringing 2 of his friends, and I'm sitting separately.
Oh, that's great for you. Let him
do me a favor. He's going to be on the ramp. Give him a pound.
Show me before the show. I'll be there.
All right, you got it. All right, thanks again for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Later.
I'll do.
Peace.
Man, one thing about Mr. Thomas, he knows when to leave, huh?
He's out.
He makes that quick exit.
That was fun.
Yeah, he's awesome, isn't he?
Yeah, he's such a cool dude.
Well,
So Mike, what's now that we've talked to Mr. Thomas about MLW, what do we want to eat? I can't do James.
you know what?
Eat your meat. Eat your meat.
Ain't no meat in this one, Mr. Randall. But today I'm gonna do a little snack. We got WrestleMania coming up. We got Royal Rumble this weekend, past weekend. We got the Super Bowl coming up. So here's what you want to do. You want to get you a jar of pickles. Brad
What?
knows all about
What
these
the
pickles.
fuck is
bacon
going
thing
on?
Again? Is this the bacon thing again?
You already
Listen.
did it.
Are you
Did I do
repeating
the
from last
pickle rant?
week? You did that
Oh.
last week.
Oh, you know what?
You don't
Fuck it,
remember,
let's
do you?
last week.
You don't
No.
remember.
You're so drunk last week. You don't remember anything.
I couldn't even understand you 3/4 of the way through that.
All I remember
Then
was
I
put
wouldn't
it in
do it.
You just said put it in ranch packets for like 48 hours. And I'm like,
48
yeah,
hours.
Wrap it in
Yeah.
bacon.
Who
I
likes?
forgot I did
Everybody
it.
likes bacon, right?
Damn right.
So I just randomly get a text from Efren earlier in the week. It says, "Seriously, a
Jesus.
pickle for 48 hours?"
Yes.
Wow, that is fantastic. We should have just let him do it, Bryant.
Uh,
Well, fuck. I mean, it's not like I listen to the show.
But you said it.
yes. No.
All right. So thanks, Mike.
It's
That
on
was
my
great.
list.
Great meat minute, Mike.
So
There we
next
go.
week, guys, we're keeping it short today, folks, because as you know, James is out, Adam's out, and we just decided to do an interview and just we really appreciate Zoel coming on. But let's talk about next week. Next week is February 8th. Who was born on February 8th? That would be Paul White. You may know him as The Big Show. And what other big shows
Wait,
happened
hold
that
on.
weekend?
Hold on. You're
on, talk.
talking about Wichita State.
There it
The
is.
wheat cutter himself from Kansas. Oh.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's
So
how
the
you
other
do an
big-
introduction, Brad. That's how you do it.
The other big show that weekend will be the Super Bowl. So we have a big show for the big show. The matches covered are going to be The Giant versus Ric Flair, April 29th, 1996 Nitro, and Vengeance 2011, Mark Henry versus The Big Show. Be there.
Just
And bring us on home, Mike. Bring us on home.
well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. And like always, you can follow us on Twitter, X, whatever, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whenever they do their thing. It's at the Kickout Crew. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Go Niners!
Kick out at 2.